Hey guys, it's Ion here. Hope you're doing well. Um, it's just great to be live again. It's actually something I want to start doing um, every week. So every week I want to try and do a live stream just so that just to sit and draw, create characters, and give you guys an opportunity just to join me, ask questions. So I'm still going to continue releasing videos every Thursday, but then also I'm going to try every Tuesday to do a live stream. So basically, there will be 2 videos per week. So that is my plans for the future. It's just great for you guys just to be here and ask questions if you have to, or if you have any. So yeah, today we're gonna work on a cat. Now, if you remember my last live stream that I had, I actually used AI to create this cat. So make sure you go check out that video. It will obviously under my channel's library under live videos. You'll see there is a live video I did regarding creating 2D characters using AI. So obviously I created this cat using AI. So feel free to go check that out. Now the purpose of this video today is I want to actually create um, a 2D character of this cat. So this is basically what AI gave me after all the information I gave it. And so I want to now take all that information and create my very own character. And that's what we're going to do. So one thing I always do, just to make sure that all my layers is correct, because if your layers are wrong, then you won't be able to do any, or your characters won't work the way it should inside Cartoon Animator. So what I always do is I just open up a character inside Cartoon Animator. So this cat character came with Cartoon Animator, if I'm not mistaken. And then I just go to composer mode and then export to your drawing software. In my case, it's Clip Studio Paint. And so then I can just, it opens it up and all my layers are correct. There's all my pivot points. And so all I need to do now is I can just drop the opacity of the character like so. I can use it as my reference. I will draw out a rough sketch of my character and then I would start drawing everything inside um, each folder that needs to be. So for example, the tail, I would go and search for the tail, and let's see, where will that be? Tail, and I would draw it inside that folder. And when I finish, I can save it, and when I import it back into Cartoon Animator, everything will work perfectly because everything is layered correctly, it is named correctly, the pivots are named correctly, everything is set up. So this is just a method that I use when I create characters for Cartoon Animator. It really just helps with yeah, just to make sure my character will work correctly. So basically what we're going to do is I am going to draw, or yeah, I'm going to sketch out my character today. Next week we're going to color the character, add color and finish it. And then the, the week after that I will then rig it and do the 360 head inside Cartoon Animator. So yeah, this character will probably then take me 3 weeks to create because I'm only going to work on it on this live stream. So yeah, so the head, what I'm going to do with the head is, let me just get my pencil tool. Yeah, so basically what I'm going to do with, why is it not selecting? Okay. So basically what I'm going to do is looks like my drawing software froze. But basically what I'm going to do is, okay, there it's working. Okay, it's working. So let's clear it. So the head, I'm going to do a front pose because I want the character's head to move both ways. So that is basically what I'm going to do. So let's see. I want this type of head, or maybe this triangle. Almost, this is almost like a triangle. If you So let's do something like that. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I would love to hear from you. So let's do the head, the neck. I assume that is the neck. So I'm going to use the body of this cat, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit shorter. So I'm going to use this as a reference. And yeah. So yeah, feel free if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And so then I can also just add the tail. So let's do that. Okay, so then I can minimize that. And that is roughly my cat character. I think the head I can maybe make a little bit bigger. Let's just have a look at these cats that was created for me. Yeah, you see the head is a little bit bigger, so I'm going to use that as my reference, but the neck is shorter, so I think the neck I'm going to make shorter. So let's do that. And let me know, are you guys going to enter the um, Animation at Work contest this year? Love to hear from you. Okay, I think that head, maybe something like that. A little bit bigger. I think that's perfect. So yeah, are you guys going to enter the Animation at Work contest this year? And if you have, drop the link to your video in the comments. Then we can all go check that out. Okay, so roughly on the 3rd. Okay, so that's the head, and then I think the ears can almost look something like that. I think I can maybe make it a little bit bigger. It can come up something like that. And maybe give him like hair like that. So something like that. Okay, and then snout, and then the eyes will be like that. And I think I can, don't know if I'm gonna do that. Let's undo that. Because when you create your character's head, you always need to think, how are you gonna do it 360? That's always something that you'll have to keep in mind um, that when you create your character, will you be able to do a 360 head of that character? So, um, what I am thinking of doing is just to create continuity in my characters for the animation series or for my animation. I'm going to use the eyes and the mouth of my characters. So I'm just going to copy and paste from another character the eyes and the mouth sprites in place. So I'm not going to worry about that. So I think that is basically the head, and I think they do have something like that. And let's see what else. Okay, and then the whiskers. So something like that. So I can always just add a lot more detail later on. Okay, so we've got the head. Then obviously that's going to be the neck, and then that's going to be the body. And we add. Okay, so I really like that. So let's do that. So we can add that there, and we can add like so. Okay, this, so the tail I'm gonna leave like that, and then so also what I normally do with, especially with the legs, is I would only draw the front legs, and then I would paste it back into um, I would paste it the same in the right folders, and I just drag it for the back legs. It just helps me with the continuity and for it just to look so much better. Uh, so let's just have a look at how those legs are. Okay, so now this is basically the cat. So now I can say I think these legs are too long. So let's uh, I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I do feel these legs are too long. So let's just make it a little bit shorter, but I don't want it to look like a dog. So maybe roughly there. And I think that looks a lot better. And if I just can create a second leg just for now, just to get an idea. I think that is pretty good. I think this neck can maybe go a bit thinner. Something like that. Okay, it looks like my streaming software just disconnected there. So I hope everything is working again. It looks like it. So let's continue. So now I can just zoom in a little bit, and now I can just add some, make it add some more detail. So I like that effect on the cat. So let's do that. But again, you have to keep in mind that you need to be able to create 3D a 360 head. Okay, let's look. Okay, and obviously the other thing to keep in mind is with the ears, for example, okay, what's happening now? This goes in front. So if his head is going to turn, this is his ear is going to be in front, and this one's at the back. So I just need to keep that in mind when I design the ears. Okay, this one ear is too big. Do that looks a bit better. Okay, and so eyes will be there. Okay, actually, I think this snout, I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So let's do roughly like that. And then mouth is going to be there, and the nose like so. Okay. And then maybe I can just add, for example, let's have a look, like something like that. And there's something there. So let's um, the only thing to consider is how you're going to do this in 360. So I think something like that. And then obviously when I next week, when I do the color and the outlines, then you add all the details. So that is the head. So let's do the next one. Let's do the body separate. So there's the neck. And Let's just have a look. Um, and we do another one here, and and if we add that head, now we can just move the head. Okay, wrong one. That's into place roughly there. And yeah, I think this is pretty close. I don't think it's 100% perfect. So um, let's get some water. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, if anything doesn't look 100% correct, I think this front leg can move a little bit backwards. Maybe a bit roughly about there. Because obviously you need then space for the front leg or the back leg, like so. And then something like that. So I think this kind of looks the way I want it to look. Um, it's very difficult to compare it to this character because it's almost front facing, so it's not entirely accurate. Okay, and then also something I want to do is to add that bell. You know, that this bell around his neck, so I just want to add that. And I think that is my cat character. So yeah, this is then it for today. Next week we're going to continue with this character, and we're going to start yeah, just to add all the color and add the detail and do the design of the character completely finished, or finish the character. And then once that is done next week, then we can import it back into Cartoon Animator, and we can rig it and do also the 360 head. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. Like I've mentioned, I'm gonna do this every week, every Tuesday, and let me know if you're gonna join me. It will be awesome if you guys join me every Tuesday. I'd love to have you guys here. It's yeah, just if you have any questions, yeah, feel free. So that is it for today. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you guys then next week. And yeah, God bless and happy animating.